Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. It's been quite a while since I've done a process video, so yeah, not sure how it's going to go, but I'm doing a 3-page layout. 1, 2, 3, can't quite see that one, but what I'm going to do is these two now, because I think these are going to be the outside layouts. Well, they are going to be the outside layouts, and then this one's going to be the middle layout. So I'm doing that one slightly differently, but what I think I'm going to do is have them as three together in my gallery. They won't be in the same frame, so they'll be like separate frames but in a row. So yeah, that's my plan. I've got photos of Buddy, photos of Chester, and then the other one will be the photos of the puppies. I've got 2 4x6 portrait photos which I've already laid onto some torn tracing paper, and likewise I've done on this side. I've got some paw print embellishments here, wood chip and metal, and some chipboard hearts here. If you're here for a very busy layout, then you'll be disappointed. It's going to be a very simple layout. I'm not even sure if there's going to be any stamping on this layout. These two I'm creating as if they intend to go together as a double page, even though they're going to be separated and the other one's going to be in the middle. But I'm doing this as kind of like a double page, and then I'm going to elongate it and add the other one into the middle, if that makes sense. So I'm creating this as if I'm doing a double page, and I think I'm going to be creating the other one as if I'm doing a single page. Hopefully that makes sense. I've got some thread here, embroidery thread, that I'm going to use underneath the embellishments. I couldn't think of the word then. I'm going to loop it around underneath the embellishments, and there's not going to be much else on here apart from a little bit of stamping. So what I'm going to do first is see if we can get this thread, plenty of it, and get this thread unwound and then placed underneath the embellishment. Which is, I've always liked doing thread underneath embellishments. I'm not sure it's something I've done recently. So what I'm going to do is just pop that there like that and hope it looks not horrible. I might completely change my mind when I see it. Yeah, my other option was to use the light green thread. I haven't got any other thread now. That's the only two that I've got. I haven't got any other thread at all, actually, because I'm not doing cross stitching anymore, so I haven't really kept a lot of thread. Now then, let's see if we can make this look nice. I don't overthink it when I'm doing the thread. I just lay it down and let it rest, you know, where it wants to rest. I'm not 100% certain that I love that. The other thing to do would be to put it under the heart here on either side of the photos. You know what? I think I might do that, because that's more, because the heart is white, it's kind of more bold, isn't it? Still not 100% sure. I love it though. With the little metal piece, I've already popped a foam pad underneath that with a dot of glue underneath it, just because I think with just glue, because it's raised, there's raised elements to it, you'd need quite a lot of glue, and I don't think it'd stick to the page very well. I've done that already. Now I could put some thread or twine through the hole there, but I don't think I'm going to. In actual fact, I might use my if I can find them in my new craft room setup, I might use my tools to remove that. Remove the loop. I've put them in the drawer, haven't I? Did I put them in the drawer? I can't actually remember. I'm going to have to find them. I found them in my larger embellishment tower. I hope I'm not going to regret this. Oops, don't know where that's gone. I've just heard it hit the ground. It's a little bit not a clean sort of, you know, cut, but I think it'd be okay. I don't think you notice that. I think I prefer that than not putting anything in it. not putting anything through the hole. That's not always the case. I'm sure I've had things on layouts before where I've left the hole empty. There's that piece. I'll throw that in the bin now. And then I will find the other piece shortly because I don't want the dogs to get hold of it. They don't come in here unsupervised anyway, but yeah, even so. Right, I think what first thing I'm going to do is get these photos down. Try and get them in similar placement on each side. Remove the tape. I have got a ruler here just to help me. It's more of how I like the look of it than anything, but I would like either side to look similar. Actually, I'll do that after I've put this one down. When I look at it from the top, it looks different to the bottom, and that's because there's embellishments in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. So if I put it higher on this side, it won't look right higher on that side because it would be too close to the embellishments. But I think I might go with that there, like that. I think I'm going to line up that photo there to that line because the photos are slightly offset, which is what I like to do. And the tracing paper is not exact. It's not. I just tore from A4 sheets, so the pieces are not the same size. Now then, let's see if we can do this without the ruler. The lines are not the same. They're on a different place actually. Just realised that, but that's fine. So they're not going to be exactly together. I'll explain that in a minute actually. What I've done is I didn't want to cover these bits with the embellishments, so I've turned the paper so that the corners, the top left and the bottom right corners, don't have the green dots in them, but that means that they are a different orientation. And I've just noticed that these don't really, do they match up? I think I've got the papers are slightly different size. They don't quite match up, but again, I don't mind that at all. It does explain the slightly different placement though. Very, very slightly different. Next thing I'm going to do is get these, the twine bit and the heart down. Be careful with the glue at the moment because as it's been so hot, the glue is quite runny. My other glue is quite runny. This one's not too bad actually. Now I'm just going to leave that you know, thread over the photo. I do really like that. Trying to eyeball this. Usually when I'm crafting I do sit down, but because I'm doing a double page today, at the moment I'm standing up. And you do get a different perspective when you stand up to when you sit down. I don't know if that's the same for other people, but that is the case for me. And I'm trying to make sure that it's not too different, and also that with the photos not being lined up and one slightly lower than the other in different places, so this one's higher on this side, this one's lower on that side, you know, that gives you a different perspective as well. Let's just see where that is, shall we? Top of that. Yeah, that's okay. I think we're okay with that. I might look at that later and be like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't like that. Right, we'll put the paw print chipboard down. I think I'm liking this much better with the thread where I have placed it. So that's good because, you know, sometimes you get an idea in your head and it doesn't look quite as good in real life as it did in your head. And it's okay to change that. It's okay to change your mind. Piece there. Not wood, chipboard. I'm looking to see, I want it sort of similar, you know, top to bottom, top left to bottom right. Similar placement, but it's not, you know, it's not essential because it is the opposite end of the layout. I think that is fine. They will glue nicely, I'm sure, especially the chipboard. Right. Don't know if I'm going to do stamping other than I'm going to stamp that it's Buddy's birthday and Chester's birthday. So these were sort of birthday photos. Photo shoot for their birthdays. So Buddy's birthday's one day before Chester's, as far as we know, because they're both rescue. And I was doing the photo shoot for fun, and the puppies did not want to miss out, and it's not their birthdays. So they had a photo shoot as well. So what I'm going to do here, I've already placed most of the letters on here that I want to use. I had a little test stamp earlier. It was okay, not perfect, but that's fine. And what I thought I would do is pop that here. Let's go for it, shall we? Don't think it's going to be as perfect as I want it to be. Oh yeah, that doesn't look too good on the tracing paper, does it? I don't think. Or does it? Right, it'll have to do because I've done it now. What I need to do is take these bits off of here and stamp the D, the double D, because I've only got one D, so I've got to stamp the D again and place it, hopefully get that placed properly. Sorry if I'm doing things a little bit off camera, it's just that because I'm doing a double page, I'm further away from the layout than I would normally be. Because I've got this one here as well. I'm further back than I'd normally have it close to me, I think. Right, can you see that? Buddy is 9. I think you can. It's not. The only other thing I could do is take that off or stamp over it, but I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now then, how do I do Chester's one? Do I do it here? I'm not loving that. I thought I'd like it over the tracing paper, but it is going to dry fine and it'll always be, it won't fade or anything, so I think that'll be okay. I've got a few stamps here, but I think I'm going to use those on the middle layout with the puppies. Apart from this does say it's your birthday, so maybe I should use that one. Just have a little practice stamp over here. This stamp's not been used for a while, so it needs a little bit of inking. Oh, that's fine. I do like that one. It's where to stamp it though. Where do I stamp it? Maybe across here. On the tracing paper again. It doesn't come out as clear as I would like, but I think you can see that, so I'm going to go with it. Rid of those little foam backing pieces. Now then, I'm going to have to set up the stamp for Chester. I think I'll do that off camera. I've set up Chester's. I've done the is 14. I'll do that first so that I get the placement right. And these are the Ellie Studio Jane alphabet stamps. And it's important not to press too hard, otherwise they do squid a little bit. Oh, I've got a buzzy in the room. Okay, so I'm going to press this one here, not press too hard. Or move the block there. I don't know if you can actually see that it says it's 40 in there. The other thing I could do is kind of a bit of shadow stamping, so I could do some more down here that says Buddy is 9, Buddy is 9, Chester is 14, and do it at the top. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Right, that's that one sorted. Now this one is got ready for his name. I've got to do the E later because it's a double E name. Oh, that's fine. I like that a lot. Absolutely fine. We'll go in with that one as well. Not thinking too much about placement here because it's hard to see what you're doing. Now then, I'll get the little single block that I've got here for the E. Pop that in the middle. This is cute. It says home is where the dog is. Could put, I don't think I want to do anything here. I like my top left bottom right with my embellishments. Then I've got these on the side. If anywhere, maybe I would do it. I can't do it in the middle because it's 2 pages. I think it might look nice there, but then would I have to do one here? But then, yeah, I'm interfering with the top left bottom right, aren't I? You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this as it is now, do the other page, and then decide once it's all finished, because I've got to fill. I think I want to put something into these spaces here. Actually, I might just put birthday photo shoot in those. The green pen. I'm going to do that now. I haven't stamped a camera or anything on here yet. I did get my little camera stamp out, my favourite little camera stamp. Not used that yet. Not sure about that, but we'll do the writing on here now. My big giant writing just fits in there. Now this is different because it's the equivalent of this bit here. Is it the equivalent? No, it's not. It's the equivalent of that, but it's the other way. Yeah, it is the same, but it's the other way, isn't it? Yeah. So hopefully if I just write that the same, it will fit. And I shouldn't speak whilst I'm doing it because I'll probably make a spelling mistake. Almost did then. Yeah, I think that looks okay. That's my Uniball Eye gel pen, fine in green. Archival ink Ranger in potting soil. I think I am okay with that. What I'm going to do next, like I said already, is do this layout, then maybe, or decide whether they're actually going to be 3 together in a row or they're going to be 2 together and then 1. Because, you know, I'm likely to change my mind. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I shall see you next time.